Hey, y'all, this your girl Tanetta, Toni, at Eat and Travel with Toni. This is, of course, another recipe, and this is a sweet recipe. This is a cake, actually. This is going to be an apple fritter streusel cake. So, a bundt cake. I'm putting it into a bundt pan. So, let's go. Before we get into this, let me make sure that you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to receive all the videos that upload from this point here on out. If you ain't seen those in the past, go check them out too. So let's go ahead and get started. I already got some things in order already. So, because I'm making an apple fritter streusel cake. So, of course, I needed the apples. And I'm just stirring this up a little bit more. But in this bowl, I have, you can see, hopefully you can see these apples. I have 4 apples. And then I put inside of there some cinnamon, which is 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then 2/3 cup of brown sugar, and then 4 tablespoons of regular sugar. Y'all, the ingredients will be down at the bottom. Just trust me, okay? But like I said, I have 4 apples in here. I didn't want to cut. I wanted to cut up more, but I'm like, no, maybe I shouldn't because the bundt pan only holds so much. So, but like I said, I chopped these apples down to small size, the smallest size I can get. So they are chopped. Trying to get it on in there, but like I said, there's 2/3 cup of brown sugar in here with these apples, 2 teaspoons of, well, 4, I'm sorry, hold on, because I doubled this recipe. So there's 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, and then there's 4 teaspoons of regular sugar. But like I said, I put it down in the ingredients, in the description for y'all. I'll set it over here. And then for my dry ingredients, I have let me see, 3 cups of flour inside of here, 3 cups of flour, 2 pinches of salt, about 3 teaspoons of baking powder. So like I said, I put that down in the description for y'all. So let's go ahead and get into making the actual wet ingredients for this particular cake, y'all. It did take a lot. Of course, I was chopping up all this stuff, doing, as you see, the stove is covered with stuff. All the stuff for this cake. So I've been chopping up stuff for the past almost an hour, trying to get stuff chopped up and put together to make sure it was on point for y'all this time. So let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Let me go ahead and set this camera up over here. Let me move this all out the way, because I'm using my actual mixer today. So in the mixer, I already have 2 sticks of butter. I already got that. As y'all can see, 2 sticks of butter. And it's already softened, y'all. You get this out the way. Get it out the way. There we go. So I got my 2 sticks of butter in there. Already soft. And I'm actually going to pour in the sugar as well. So I guess I need to put this back up, y'all. So I'm pouring in the sugar. And like I said, all the ingredients will be down in the description for you to check out. And to make this recipe your own as well. So this is 1 cup of sugar, y'all, going into here. One cup of sugar. So now let's go ahead and get this on a mixing. Get this on a mixing. Hopefully y'all can see that okay. Alrighty, we're going to mix this until it's fluffy, y'all. I'm turning it up some more. Kicking it up another notch. I think Emerald or somebody, I forgot used to say that. But one of the chefs used to always say that on this cooking show. I want to say it was Emerald. Alright. And it is fluffy, fluffy, fluffy wuffies. I want to make sure everything is mixed on in here right. As y'all can see, this is very, very fluffy, y'all, already. It don't take that long to get it fluffy. I did turn it up on the mixer probably about medium or halfway through to make sure that it was getting fluffy, y'all. There we go. Making sure everything is mixing at the bottom. You see here, it is light and fluffy. Let me pick up some of this for y'all so y'all can see a little bit. Fluffy, 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 wuffy. Okay, there we go. And so I'm going to go ahead and beat in the eggs one at a time. And I have 4 eggs for y'all. So we're going to add eggs 4 times, y'all. Uh-oh. There was 1. Let's go ahead and beat this on in there. Turn it back on medium a little bit so we can get this egg beat up. Now I'm going to scrape down the sides of this bowl and I'm going to add the other egg as well. I'm going to scrape down the side of this bowl too to make sure everything is getting mixed on up in here. All right. Trying to get this off of this little spoon thing. I guess the spatula. Spatula. Let's go ahead and mix that egg on up. All right, let's go ahead and put our 3rd egg in here. And mix this bad boy on up. We got 1 more. I see it getting stuck up in there on these beaters. There we go. Want to make sure that it's getting mixed, y'all. All right, and our last little egg here. And then I'll go ahead and make sure that this is, of course, getting everything off the sides of the mixer to make sure that it's actually all mixing in. And I would definitely suggest that you do the same. Don't just throw the stuff in here and not scrape down the sides of the wall, because you want to make sure all your ingredients are mixed, y'all. Because sometimes everything does not get mixed and you have to keep scraping down to make sure of that. You don't want to mess up your cake either. So make sure that you, like I said, scrape down the sides of the walls of this bowl. Make sure everything is all right. All right. Right? Last egg. I'll cut that down some. Right, y'all, that I'm going to be adding, let me get this out of here. Some vanilla up in here as soon as I get this mixed on in. Or off of these beaters, rather. I need that off of there. That's just hunks of butter. Just that didn't mix in. That's why I said you want to make sure that you're always checking, y'all. Don't just leave the thing up to the leave it up to the mixer to mix everything for you, and it doesn't, and your cake or cookies or whatever you're making comes out crazy. Check your bowl in the beaters, y'all. So next I have 3 teaspoons of vanilla. 3 teaspoons of vanilla. There is 1. There is 2. And there is 3. Let's go ahead and get this mixed on up. Then, and then we're adding a cup of milk, y'all. 1 cup of milk. Alrighty. There we go. 1 cup of milk. Then we're going to get this all mixed on in. All right, that's gonna mix in because now we need all these dry ingredients, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and mix in gradually our flour mixture. And don't forget the flour mixture was all the ingredients that goes inside of there is going to be in the description down below. 3 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 pinches of salt. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this flour in here little by little. I'm just taking my spoon and adding it, y'all. Just in case y'all wondering like what is going on. I'm just taking my spoon and spooning it on in here. Alright, I did about half, and I'm going to mix the other half shortly. Let's go ahead and get this mixed on up. And I'm going to have to wipe down the sides of the bowl as y'all see. Let me keep this on. Yeah, I'm going to have to... This flour ain't adding up in her right, but I'll go ahead and get this all mixed on in, y'all. And I'll, let me see. Okay. Right, let's try this again, y'all. I don't want to spread it all around. Alright. Alright, so let's add the remaining flour. Hopefully it'll thicken up some because it's awful loose. I think it's awful loose. Awful liquidy, I mean, whatever the word is. Whoa. Throwing flour everywhere, Lord. Like I said, I'm just spooning this on in here. You can pour yours in there if you like. I didn't want to make a mess this time, so I'm just spooning this on in here. Hopefully this comes out right, because I'm like, this is awful. Okay. I didn't put all the flour in there yet. Let me go ahead and pull this, pull this down some and just mix this in a little bit. And I'll gradually add the flour as I'm, of course, as this is mixing, so. And I am going to have to scrape down the sides of the bowl again because, of course, it's sticking to the side of the bowl. And many things that you make will definitely do that. Keep that in mind, y'all. Right? Let me go ahead. I got a little bit left in there. I'm going to have to, when I scrape down the sides, I'll go ahead and pour it on in here. Just a tiny bit in here. I want to make sure it all gets in there. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and get these sides together, y'all. Now it's a lot thicker because I was concerned, y'all. I'm like, wait a minute now, you better thicken up. But it's thickened, y'all, so don't worry. So you're going to probably have the same thing when you're making this cake. It's going to seem like the batter is so liquidy, but like I said, it's definitely firmed up. It has definitely thickened, y'all. So I just want to make sure this flour gets beat up in here right. Come on. Then I start putting this cake together for y'all. I got to get my bump pan sprayed too, y'all. All right, cake. I'm trying to get you off my little thing. Best I can get. There we go. right. I don't want to over mix it all, so let me just take that on off. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this cake. First, let me walk on over here and get my bump pan. Because like I said, I am making this in my bump pan today. I'm trying to move this back a little bit. Let me move this back. This mixer back. I need to move this over or something so I can get it out the way. Uh-oh. Oops. Oops. Okay, so I get it out the way. I was trying to move it over so I can get it out the way, y'all. But I want to get the rest of this mix off this off of this beater though. And I'll turn it this way. It doesn't matter, y'all. I'm just getting off the beater, that's all. And I'll put it down some if y'all want to see that part, but I'm just getting it off the beater so that I can, of course, uh-oh. Y'all see I got stuff everywhere. Bowls all on the sink now. This has made a lot of dishes, I tell you that much. So you're going to have a lot of dishes, y'all. Just beware of that. I got several bowls, the mixing bowl, the knife I chopped up the apples with, and then the apples in the bowl, and just it's a lot of mix, y'all. I mean, a lot of dishes. So keep that in mind. But it's still an awesome recipe, so I don't care. I'm sure y'all probably don't care either, so that's why y'all looking at this video to make it too. So like I said, I'm just getting this off this off this mixing thing, y'all. That's all. So I got to start assembling this cake. So all right, get that. Let me unplug this. Actually, I should have did that first. Y'all got all these dishes over here, Lord, and all on my stove. That is all right. That is all right. All right. So let me go ahead and get that on off of here. I need to scoop this back some so I can get it out the way, y'all. This mixer, the stand mixer. Okay. Ah, goodness. So let me go ahead and get my bump pan. And like I said, I do have to spray this. I'm just spraying it with regular olive oil cooking spray. Nothing special this time, y'all. And I'm going to do it over the sink as always. Definitely do it over your sink or your trash can, because otherwise you're going to have grease everywhere. There's greasy stuff everywhere. So, but just make sure your whole entire pan is sprayed. I don't know if y'all can see. Oh, you probably can't even see me. Let me turn it over towards the sink, y'all. Okay. All right. Let me get this together. Okay, we use this hand. All right. And like I said, I'm just spraying my pan, making sure all the nooks and crannies have gotten some grease, this cooking spray on it. See? Make sure your cooking spray is all over this pan. Don't leave one part left out, because if you do, it'll get stuck in your whole cake. It gets stuck and tear up in this pan. So make sure you be mindful of that. I don't care what kind of pan you use. So let's go ahead and get this on down here so we can start assembling this cake. So let me go ahead and get another. I'm trying to see. I guess I can just use this. Actually. Before because I forgot I'm using streusel. I told y'all I was putting the streusel in this cake. I didn't even show y'all the streusel. So the streusel mixture, those ingredients will be down in the bottom as well. My bad, y'all. I didn't make the strudel for y'all. A streusel, I keep saying strudels, but streusel topping. So I use sugar, flour, with 3/4 cup of sugar and flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 5 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I already have that inside the bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and pour in the butter, y'all. The butter's already melted. And then mix this on up. And like I said, that's going to be the streusel. That's going to be the streusel topping, y'all. That is very easy. At least to me, it's very easy to make. Hopefully y'all won't have a hard time making it. Like I said, once you put it together, just get you a fork and stir it on in, y'all. Like I'm doing right here. Just stir it on in. Get you a fork. Do not use a spoon, because it's going to get stuck in the inside of the spoon. You can still use it, but just use your finger to get the stuff out the middle. Unless you're selling it, then use another utensil. This is the family, so our family dessert for the holidays. So, because today is actually Thanksgiving Day, and I want to make something, some type of dessert. So, making this for Thanksgiving, but I'm sure you can make this any time of the year, y'all. Trying to, uh-oh, I'm dropping stuff all over here on this. And it's going to take a little moment just to get everything kind of mixed in, y'all, because that flour, like I said, is still kind of showing through here. I'm trying to get it off here to make sure it's all mixed in too. And I'm also pressing this down to make sure I'm making crumble with it. So my fork, I'm pressing the fork down to make the crumble. So just keep that in mind. You will have to do that as well to make it crumbly. Otherwise, it's just going to be a lump of mess. Trying to get it as crumbly as I can. May not be immaculate, and that's okay. You don't have to be. But as best as you can. All right. So that's how that's going to look for right now. All righty. And this is how the streusel looks, y'all. It's just like little pieces of flour sugar mixture. It is wet because, of course, they have the melted butter. But this is going to go inside the cake as well. So let's get back to the actual putting the cake together, y'all. Getting back to putting this bad boy together. All right. So, whoops. So we're going to put half the batter, y'all. Because we have to assemble this cake, like I said. So it has to be assembled. So I'm just making sure that everything is mixed from the bottom. That's all I'm doing. Just making sure everything is mixed off the sides too. Before I put this on in there. Just making sure. Okay. And make sure on yours too. So like I said, I'm pouring half the batter if I can get this over here right. Hoping I can get it right over here, y'all. Half the batter, if you all can see that. Half the batter. I'm pouring it on up in here. And I can't tell what the half the batter is, but use the best of your ability, y'all. The best of your ability to see if it's half the batter. Okay. And yeah, that's about right. No, I'm gonna use a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more. But try to eyeball it as much as you can, y'all, for half the batter, okay? Sometimes that is very hard to do, I know, but get it as best as you can. It does not have to be immaculate, just as best as you can. All right. So I got half of that, or about half of that. Okay. All righty. Then we're going to put some a cinnamon sugar mixture. Apple mixture. So let me go ahead and get this on there, y'all. I'm just trying to stir them up some more just to make sure they're kind of stirred. I guess I put it that way. So we're sprinkling this on around as evenly as we can get it. It may not be as even as you want it, and that's fine. That is fine, y'all. That is fine. But make sure you're putting some inside this cake, okay? So it's half of this mixture too. Half of this mixture too. I think that's about half. I got some of this liquid down here I need to pour in here actually. Because I had this on top of the stove, so my little liquid, my sugar kind of melted a little bit, which is okay. It's going to cook inside of her anyway, so it's okay. Nothing should happen, nothing should happen, nothing should happen. So, then I'm going to take my streusel mixture and top it with some of that as well. And I'm actually using a spoon now for the streusel mixture, y'all, just to let you know. So I can actually get it out the bowl into the pan. So I'm putting that on in here in the middle as well. And usually I know y'all streusel goes on top, but I didn't want a chance putting this on the bottom of this bundt pan and it burned up. So I'm putting it in the middle. I didn't want to chance that at all. So I'm just going right in the middle. Right in the middle. And it's up to you how much you want to put. If you want to put all of it in the middle, you can, I'm sure. I'm not putting it all. I'm only putting half of this down here too. Then I'm doing the other half of the batter. Get off that stove. All right, then I'm getting the rest of this batter up in here, y'all. So let me see. I should be able to get this. I'm right-handed, but I'm trying to use my little left hand. So let me see so y'all can see this. It's kind of hard to do, but I'm trying to get it, y'all. I'm a right-handed person, not left, so I'm getting as best as I can up in here too. And I may actually have to scrape some of this in here, so. Yeah, I may have to scrape some of this out of here and just do that way. I'm trying to make sure I get this, the cake batter over here on this side to bowl over here too. So I'm gonna have to do the other part with my actual, with this little, with the, Lord, with this thing, the spatula. And I'm just gonna pick it up with the spatula and drop it on over here. That's all I'm doing. And I got a lot more left in this bowl, y'all, that I'm trying to get out, so bear with me. And at home, y'all probably not going to be filming this, so you should be all right to get it out of here with any way that you want to. I'm just trying to make sure that y'all can see what I'm doing, too, up in here. So you'll be like, what is she doing? What's going on? I'm just trying to get the rest of the cake batter out. And dropping it on in here. As spread out as I can around this bump pan. Spread out as I can. So spread out as much as y'all can. Y'all get it as even as you can around the bump pan. You can make sure there's cake everywhere. And of course topping everywhere too. So trying to get this on over there. And like I said, do it as evenly as you can and get all your batter out the bowl. You may have to, like I'm doing now, trying to move it around just a tiny bit because it's some, I don't want any spots showing on top. Trying to make sure I have everything covered, y'all. All the apples and stuff covered and all this mixed out the pan too. So I have just a tiny bit more I'm trying to get up out of here, and that's it. Let me try to move this around some. All right. That's the best I can get that, y'all. There's not an immaculate way to do this, but like I said, do it the best way you can to get everything covered as possible. All right. So let me stick this on over here. In my messy kitchen. That's all right. Your kitchen gonna be messy too if you make this. So that's all right. And then I'm gonna top the rest with the apples, y'all. Uh-oh. Off my little spoon. Apples. All right. And like I said, we just get this as even as you can around, as much as you can. Just spread out evenly as well. As much as you can, y'all. And like I said, your sugar mixture won't be liquidy. Mine is because I had it on the stove and forgot the stove was on, and now it's kind of liquidy. But it will bake in there just fine. Trust me on that one, y'all. It will be dandy. So no worries, no worries, no worries. No worries. Next time I'll make sure I just set it up on the counter instead to make sure it hadn't got liquidy or nothing like that. So, all right. All right. And my crumb mixture. Uh-oh. All right. I want to put a little bit of this on the bottom of this too. And you don't have to put on the bottom. Like I said, you can put it all in the middle, or if you want to be a daredevil and put it on the bottom of the bump pan, you can try that. But like I said, I was scared to try because I don't want it to burn up. So, and I'll be like, oh my goodness. So I'm probably just going to sprinkle the rest of this on the bottom of this, y'all. Even though I love to put some on top, but we'll see. I may be able to press some in the top when I get it out the oven. I'll leave just a little bit, tiny bit. Because otherwise it won't really stick to the cake. So I'll leave just a little bit. So y'all, I have like a little bit of streusel left, but I'm going to keep this little bit in this bowl to put a little bit on top of the cake once it's out the oven. So this is the cake, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and the oven's been on 350 since I've been making this bad boy. So so this is the cake, y'all. It's going into the oven, or the batter, I should say. It's going into the oven, y'all. Like I said, for about 55 minutes. And I'll make sure I let y'all know how long it was when I put it in there after I take it out. So, but like I said, this is going to the oven right now. So let me go ahead and get this on up in here. All right. So it's going to be a baking. So like I said, I'll be back, I guess, in 1 second for y'all. But otherwise, this is going to take 50 to 55 minutes to bake. And of course, I'm not going to take it straight out the pan. As soon as I get out the oven, it's going to have to cool just a little bit. So I'll be back in a little bit to show y'all how to flip this cake out this pan. And make sure that y'all have subscribed to my channel and click that notification bell to receive all the videos I upload from this point on out. Make sure y'all do that right now. Right back. All right, y'all. I am back with the bundt cake, with the apple fritter cake. It's hot. I'm trying to move it on over. Let me go ahead and show y'all this. I know I need to get this thing out of this pan, y'all. So let me pick this on up for y'all, but I need to get this out the pan too. So here's the cake. It is done. It looks very good. It smells good up in here too. Y'all, the house won't smell good too, y'all. Trust me on that one. So how I normally get my cakes out of the pan, of course, I got my little cake plate, a little bit bigger than the bundt pan. It's just like a tiny bit bigger than the bundt pan. So I'm putting it right on top of the bundt pan, and I'm flipping it right over. Woo! All right, and I'm flipping it right over. So I can't, it's hot, so I don't know if I can pick it up. There we go. I got it. Oh no, my cake kind of tore up. Y'all, that's all right. My cake kind of tore up. It's all right. I got some more cake in the pan. I'm not sure what happened. It's all right. It's a fail, but the cake's still going to taste damn good, I'm pretty sure. That's what matters. So that's all right. I'll try to put it back together some kind of way. I don't know. But let me show y'all the cake, y'all. Like I said, some of it got stuck in the pan. It may have been too warm still for me to take out, but I think something else went wrong. I'm not sure what. But I'm not afraid to show it on video, so that's okay. I'm not sure what it was, what happened, y'all. I don't know, but this is the first time I've ever had this happen, so I'm not sure. But that's okay. It looks like it's probably the apples because they all sunk down to the bottom of the pan, the way it looked. But that's okay, y'all. Like I said, I'm still going to be putting this on YouTube. It's all right. So like I said, definitely, so I guess that is my apple fritter cake. I'm kind of heartbroken because it didn't come out right, but it got something got stuck in the pan. I'm not sure what happened. So it's all right, y'all. Man, I know I did spray it with the spray, so next time I'll just flour it. But it's really wet down here, so I'm thinking that the bottom of the apples and all that juice is what made it get stuck down. I mean, it's what made this thick. But that's okay. Like I said, it still looks good to me. It's just a few pieces that's kind of missing and a little topping, but it's all right. But like I said, I'm still gonna put some glaze on this bad boy. And I can actually go ahead. Well, I can't put the glaze on it right now, but I will top it with some glaze actually. And I'll show y'all that in probably about an hour once this cools all the way down. So a little disappointed, but it's all right. First time making this. It wasn't a horrible fail, but it was still a little bit of a fail. But that's all right. But I know it's going to still taste damn good. So let me know in the comments how y'all cake turned out and whether it turned out okay and whether y'all's got stuck to your bundt pan. Something told me to make it in my little square pan. I didn't want to do that, but next time I'll make it in that square pan instead so I can make sure that it's going to come out just fine. This cake got its nerve, y'all. I'll be back to make some glaze soon. All right, y'all. I'm back to make the glaze for the cake. So the apple fritter streusel cake. So I'm back. Even though, like I said, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it because it got all this apple stuff got stuck to the bottom. I know what it is. Like I said, I actually took all the stuff. I scooped all the stuff out because the apple mixture had, of course, the sugars and stuff like that. So, of course, once it caramelized, it looked like it just shrunk. At least the bottom layer shrunk to the bottom of the cake. I mean, the bottom of the cake pan. And that's why it was all gummy and sticky and caramelized and that kind of thing, which I still tasted. It tastes damn good. So what I did was put it in the middle of the cake, actually, like in the bundt cake hole in the middle. So I put it in there. And of course, like I said, it can still be eaten, child. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So this is what I did to it, y'all. Like I said, put all this gooiness in the middle. The gooiness right here in the middle. My partner actually wants to take some of this to work today, so I'm going to have to, I was going to go ahead and make the glaze for it. It has cooled down, so let me go ahead and make it. It's not all the way cool, but I know he's leaving shortly, so I got to go ahead and get this made. So I already put about a cup of powdered sugar in this small bowl, and I'm going to pour just a tiny bit of milk at a time in this in the bowl. No more than a tablespoon. That's probably about a tablespoon. So I don't want to put too much in there. I want it to be kind of thick and not really, really runny. I don't want to have to keep adding powdered sugar into this. So I don't want to keep having to add powdered sugar. So I'm just putting it, like I said, about a tablespoon at a time to get it to the consistency that I want. And I would recommend that you do the same thing as well. And it's not to the consistency yet. As you see, I still have powdered sugar in there. And it's just really clumpy. So I'm going to put a little bit more in there, y'all. Just a tiny bit more. About another tablespoon, y'all. And we'll see if this works. We'll see. I don't want to, like I said, I want to add all that powdered sugar to this and have so much of this. I don't need that much. Just need a little bit to drizzle on top of this cake. And as you see, it's coming together, y'all. As you see, it's coming together. See? I just got to keep stirring to make sure I get these lumps out of here, too. So I want to make sure I get that out of there. Now, like I said, I know the cake is not all the way warmed down, but I want to make sure he has a piece to take to work. Or a few pieces to take to work for his co-workers, too. So, that's my glaze, y'all. Look at that. It looks good, too. So, let me go ahead and move this cake on over here. And drizzle some of this on top of this bad boy. Like I said, it still tastes doggone good. And y'all see all my dishes back here in the back. Where that yellow bowl is. Like I said, y'all gonna have a lot of dishes too. I got to get these in the dishwasher as soon as I'm done with this. So, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this drizzle. I'm just taking my fork and just drizzling the icing on top, y'all. You can just pour it on wherever you want to, however you want to do it. I'm just drizzling it with my little fork. That's all I'm doing, y'all. That's all I'm doing. You can do it however you want to do. If you want to pour it on top, however you want to do it. But this is how it's going to be today. And just keep in mind, like I said, I'm not going to erase this video. I know some people do. A lot of content creators want to, of course, do the video and something messes up and they want to erase it. I'm not erasing anything because, of course, this is my home kitchen. And, of course, accidents happen all the time in the home kitchen. Some things don't come out right. Just like in life and business and relationships. Some things sometimes just don't come out right. Just learn how to deal with it. That's part of being resilient in my mind. So like I said, definitely I'm still going to use this. I'm not worried about that. I know some folks may have a problem. Oh, it should have been this. It should have been that. Or you should have just redid it. I'm not redoing anything. Because sometimes in life you can't redo everything. So like I said, definitely I'm just going to use what I got. That's okay. And like I said, this will be a lesson to y'all. Don't worry about the mistakes. Just keep on going, y'all. Mistakes are going to happen. Take the bitter with the sweet is what I always say. And it's just know that it's okay. Mistakes are going to happen. And it's going to be all right. So y'all, look with that. I'm done icing this thing. So, ooh, Lord, wasting all over the floor. I didn't put none in the middle. I didn't put none in the middle because that's like a caramel in there. So I left it alone. So let me take this actually off of here so y'all can see this better, y'all. Let me go ahead and flip this around for y'all. So this is how the cake is looking, y'all. It looks doggone good. Like I said, it tastes good when I tasted some of the spoon. I was kind of like getting all the stuff out of it at the end. Like I said, it definitely looks good, y'all. Like I said, I'm not redoing this. Because like I said, sometimes in life things mess up. You just got to go with what you got. So like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this, y'all. Like I said, I'm going to cut him a piece or how many ever pieces he wants to take to work. Or sometimes his coworkers love my cakes and they want to taste them and they want to eat all this kind of stuff and that kind of thing. And so, of course, I pack it up for them, too. So, like I said, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to eat some, too, y'all. I can't wait. I know I can't wait to have some. I'm having some, too. Once it gets a little bit cooler, I'm going to have some as well. So like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video and this word of the word of advice, I guess, I put out there as well about the cake being messed up and things in life mess up. So like I said, deal with it. Learn how to deal with it. And just go with it, y'all. Just go with it. So like I said, I definitely hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, this is Toni, or Tanetta, Toni, in Toni's Kitchen with Eat and Travel with Toni. My little code up there, y'all. So make sure that y'all go ahead and, of course, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to receive all the videos that I upload from this point here on out. And as I always say, if you haven't seen the ones I've done, probably about 50, well, probably about 100 videos before this, go check those out too, because y'all will enjoy those too. Y'all will enjoy some traveling and some eating, I guess I put it that way. So, and some other recipes. So like I said, go ahead and check it out. Peace out, y'all. And be sure to share my video with somebody that you know loves to bake or want to bake a cake like this. So just share it with them on your social media. Peace out, y'all.